So today I'm going to talk you through PAG 1.1, which is using a light microscope to study mitosis. So in front of me here I've got a light microscope, and we have our eyepiece lens, which has got the eyepiece graticule inside. We have our objective lenses here, there is a stage, and we have also got the focusing wheels and a light source at the bottom. Step one is that we need to calibrate our microscope. So to calibrate the microscope, we need to use a stage micrometer, which looks like this. And a stage micrometer is a microscope slide with a very, very accurate scale etched onto it. There is an example given to you on your PAG sheets. This one here, it says that 1 division on the stage micrometer is equal to 0.01 millimeters. So what we'll do is we'll put this onto the stage. We need to try and line it up so that the scale can be seen through the light. Put the clips on so that it doesn't move. We'll then look through the eyepiece lens and use the focusing wheels to make sure that we are focused in and can see both the eyepiece graticule and the scale of the stage micrometer.
Here is an example of what you can expect to see through the microscope.
So I have calibrated the microscope. If you are unsure of how to calibrate the microscope, there are instructions in the PAG guide, and there is also a video that is already online giving a tutorial on how to calibrate microscopes. Once you have done that for the ×4 magnification, you will need to leave the slide where it is, turn the objective lenses around until you have the ×10 objective lens above it, and you will then need to refocus the microscope and calculate how much each eyepiece unit is worth. Again, once you have done ×10, you will then turn to ×40 magnification, leaving the slide where it is. You're just changing the magnification. If you move the slide around, you might lose it from your field of view. If that happens, don't worry, turn it back to ×4, which gives you the widest field of view. Refocus on ×4, gradually move up again to ×10, and then to ×40 until you have calibrated for all 3 objective lenses. And once again, if you cannot remember how to calibrate a microscope, please look at the PAG instructions or the video tutorial on calibration. Once our microscope has been fully calibrated for each of the 3 objective lenses, we need to make sure that we return it to the ×4 magnification. We can then collect a slide showing the stages of mitosis, and we will place it onto the stage. When placing your microscope slide onto the stage, you want to try and see the stained coloured cells through the light source, as this will help you locate when looking through the eyepiece lens. When you think it is in place, put the clips onto the side and then use the focusing wheels looking through the eyepiece lens to ensure that you can see everything clearly. At that point, you can now move to the ×10 magnification. Do not move the slide. What we want to do is just increase the magnification but not move anything out of our field of view. Once that is all focused, we can then move to ×40. When changing to ×40, be careful that it is not going to hit the stage or the slide. You may need to lower the stage away as you turn to ×40, and then you can look through the eyepiece lens and refocus in for your eyes.
Take time to look carefully and identify each stage of mitosis that can be seen at different magnifications. As you can see from these diagrams, I had the best magnification to see all the components of the cells that were visible at ×400. I've then labelled each of the diagrams using straight horizontal lines with no arrowheads, labelling only what it is that I could see through the microscope. If you can see more structures than the cell wall and the chromosomes, then you must label these on. You'll need to use the eyepiece graticule to measure the length of 3 different chromosomes. You need to do this carefully, but they don't have to be from the same stage. As you can see, I've labelled 1 in metaphase and 2 in anaphase. As long as you have 3 chromosomes measured and annotated onto your diagram, it doesn't matter which stage they come from.
When we have completely finished the PAG, where we no longer need the microscope, we need to make sure that the microscope slide is taken off the stage and returned to its box. the clips are turned in, the light of the microscope is switched off. We then need to make sure that we have our microscope left on the ×4 magnification and that the stage is lowered as far as it can go. We should also make sure that the eyepiece lens is in a Z shape with the handle, as this makes it much easier to keep them tidy and safer when we are packing the microscopes away.